Our country is increasingly divided on almost every issue. The one thing almost everyone agrees on is that the system isn't working for anyone. The New Social Contract is a project of NESRI that pulls together the boldest and most transformative community-driven solutions around the country and puts them together in one framework. In order to create universal solutions for everyone, you have to design them around people who have been most marginalized. Only by doing that do you actually achieve universal solutions for everyone. We look at solutions in 5 different categories because we're focusing particularly on economic, racial, and gender justice and the way that they intersect. We can really build income and risk solidarity so that we have the kind of healthcare system where if my neighbor is sick today, I'm paying into a system to make sure she or he is okay. And if it strikes my family next year, I know that my community, my state, my country is pooling resources to make sure that we're all as healthy as we can be. But we don't have to stop at healthcare. We need universal childcare. We need to make sure everyone has a basic income. We all know at this point that finance and the way finance functions is what is concentrating wealth in this country. That plus land speculation is at the root of a lot of the problems. So we really need to transform and revision finance. Workplaces in low-wage labor are virtually lawless. The rule of law has broken down entirely. We know that something like 2/3 of workers or more will see their wages stolen this week. But there are incredible efforts out there like the Coalition of Immokalee Workers that have reorganized corporate supply chains to ensure that workers' human rights at the bottom are actually protected. It's abusive to create an economy that will lack jobs and then to punish people for not having jobs. A federal jobs guarantee would be a very transformative, bold, and innovative way to deal with that. We could use a federal jobs guarantee to address a number of crises: our caretaking crisis, our infrastructure crisis, our green energy crisis. Worker co-ops are yet another alternative that give people the ability to be both workers and owners at the same time. We also need to rethink from the ground up how to decriminalize our society and create an alternative. We have some of the highest rates of prison populations in the country, and many of our social systems are highly criminalized. Restorative justice is an approach that can be brought into many of our systems because it's not just the schools and it's not just the streets that are criminalized. The other area we look at is land and housing. We are looking at solutions in this project like community land trusts, there are 200 around the country, where housing is not a speculative commodity, but rather a vital resource that is designed to ensure stable and secure communities. Energy right now is all about profit, despite the fact that we're facing the climate crisis, despite the fact that some people can't afford basic utilities. We could have community-controlled green energy everywhere in this country. We have the technology and we have the infrastructure to do it. We need to fix our representational democracy and then build on it to have a more participatory, more equitable, more inclusive democracy. This means that parents and students should be engaged and participating and be decision makers in their schools. This means that workers should have some influence, control, and autonomy over their workplace conditions. This means that local budgets should not be decided behind closed doors, but rather communities need to be involved on how those public resources are deployed. We're in a moment of enormous instability, which means that there will be change down the road. The question becomes what kind of change.